Attention gamers. Previously on my 12-step program to get away from toxic league players by trying hardcore World of Warcraft, I did a dungeon with toxic players who shared elaborate...
Dude, I was so upset that this person didn't die. I was actually so mad that they didn't die. I wanted them to die so much.
...plans to get my character killed. I helped a homeboy in a gorge that searing avenge his father's death caused by a negligent mining company by committing full-blown arson.
Fuck him.
I started testing my strength as the Ravatar by soloing dungeon trash and spelunking through elite-ridden caves where I politely asked the ogre in charge to take a long walk with me, knowing that one small mistake would have me spawning back into Cold Ridge Valley.
Ooh, well that doesn't happen till later, does it?
I quickly realized that with Howard's rising fame I needed to improve my public image, so I joined Mr. Beast's Team C's initiative, adopt a Highway Beach edition and clean it up so no turtles get stuck deep-throating plastic when I had a run-in with old Uncle Gorlash. A dwarf who combined seaweed with synthol.
Bro, this guy's a joke. This boss is easy.
Now he was about to get slaughtered.
This is a joke.
Said yip to Howard and let him get in the ring for a bit, but I'm not trying to have a pork barbecue on my hands, so I said, okay, you can stop acting so threatening. I will distract the shitter and we will fly this kite.
Yeah, just kite the bit.
Surprise, this supposedly deadly quest was nothing more than a long walk on the beach for yours truly.
I remember whenever I killed this guy on my Warlock solo, after leveling, because I leveled the Warlock in BC, I felt like I had unlocked my third eye. Like, I didn't realize how good some classes were at soloing elites.
Have slain an enemy.
But as I was being rabbed, the environmentalist, I found a note in one of the bottles which took me to Planet of the Apes Island, where an upright cow was being held captive. She said King Kong himself had the key and he was slightly bigger than your average ape.
Yeah.
I asked the experienced members in the guild if this was safe to solo, and they all agreed that it was too dangerous, but I had a plan.
Yeah.
I would take this plus-size Harambe for a few rounds of Ring Around the Rosie, and a few short minutes later I channeled my inner Godzilla and promptly took a shit on King
Because you can
Kong.
aggro those invisible mobs. But he just dead, though.
Turns out the turtles got word that I was trying to save them, and one took advantage
this quest sucks so much fucking dick. I remember, like, at the very end of it, there's like 4 mobs that spawn, and this fuck-ass ran out of range, and he outran me back to his reset location, and I failed it.
My publicity stunt by saying, hey, there's a side chick out in bumfuck Steam Report. Can you spend your entire afternoon escorting me there at the speed of a one-legged dog on tranquilizers so that I can get my nut? And since Howard's a sucker for a love story, I obliged.
What a good
Anyways, I learned there was once a giant Howard's a sucker for a love story. I obliged.
Does he say that? That's crazy.
Anyways, I learned there was once a giant dormant volcano called Ungoro that's now a crater, and some cow there said he knew one of my guildies and told me that they are actually related.
Brother of mine.
And then he told me what his Twitch viewers were doing to help him level so fast.
Destroying everything he touched.
I said, yeah, I've heard of mob tagging, but what did the first mob do when Miss had to fight it himself?
Killed him not far from this spot.
A local demon
it actually wasn't that far away.
Of the dangers in this bitch, and I quickly learned what she was talking about.
That's a big fuck.
Turns out a group of morons got stuck in the crater and couldn't get out.
Yeah.
It's his fault we're here.
I'm making a flying machine. I got stranded here, and I'm absolutely horrible at finding my way around.
As I'm thinking, wow, you dumb shit faces, maybe Google the nearest flight path, because you're practically pissing on one, but not my problem as I had other business to attend to.
Ooh, you missed the quest.
This involved celebrating my 51st birthday in a ginger pube of a zone and learning that I apparently wasn't aiming my shots before.
Bro, in hardcore WoW, anytime I see a clip into Blasted Lands, I'm like, I'm looking around, man.
Emperor Rab now had a new groove, which also meant that Howard would never be able to hold aggro anymore.
Fuck him.
But anyways, my quests were now like, okay, we need you to make every species of beast in this burnt butthole of a zone go extinct or at least die of old age trying, which sounded about as pleasant
I remember
as
I did these quests. It took like 4 hours in vanilla WoW.
Where I attended some auctions and simply bought that shit, which I suppose is why people like this angry Andy think SSF.
You're no hardcore avatar, merely someone who got handled best in slot gear and enchants and handheld through the entirety of hardcore. You streamers honestly make a joke of what hardcore WoW was. You know why I make a joke of it? Because it's a joke to begin with.
Will be so much better, and to that I just want to say,
it's just the way it is.
Coming in January. But after spending too much of my money so that I didn't actually have to play the game, I could no longer
That's
afford
smart.
a sick bow that's crossed, so I asked for a loan only to be met with a weird request. But I have dignity,
Only if
so
we can
the only
ERP.
appropriate response was,
Do it anyway. Yeah, there you go. Nice. Nice.
somehow I was able to afford the new bow, which meant the next hour of my life would be spent chucking rank 1 stings at obese owls, but it would be all worth it when I could line up an aim
Ooh.
shot with this new weapon and just watch a bitch melt.
Oh, this one is fucking hard. Yeah, this rare is actually not rare. This elite is really hard to kill. It's like level 51 or something.
Before realizing those were elites and I fucked up, it wasn't until way later
Yeah, there you go. There you
when
go.
this
I was
new
about to
ability
say.
was still hitting like a flaccid dick when I realized that the talent only gives me rank 1 and I would have to talk to Sensei in the Forge of Irons.
No. What? Jeez.
But it was worth the trip because I got to see how much the
Jeez.
Sam Sulik bulk diet I've been feeding Howard had been paying off.
Holy,
Hashtag
wait,
big
why
dick
is he so much bigger than him? How's his boar way big? That's a big dick boar.
if, and with that I was finally ready to unleash this thing's power.
Okay. Watch, it's gonna miss.
But jokes aside, I was about to put this new weapon and ability combo to the test in a big way. Remember last episode when I helped this douche launch a damn coup against the mining organization to avenge his dead dad, and then when it came time to fight the leaders
He
together,
turned into a
pussied
dragon.
out by identifying as a Charizard instead?
Yep.
Well, I found someone else who had a bone to pick with them.
That bastard Maltorius.
This little charred dwarf had his recipe
Ooh. That's the 51 elite down there, or level 50 elite. That guy is a motherfucker.
for twice-baked loaded tater tots potatoes
No
stolen
joke.
by the dickhead.
Bet anything that the recipe was part of the deal in his new promotion amongst the Dark Irons.
And maybe avenging a dead dad
Mm-hmm.
isn't enough to pick that fight, but when taters are on the table we are committing.
You gotta
I'm
go
sure
to work.
there's somewhere near Maltorius, deep inside the slag pit.
Plus there was a bounty for the shitter's head, so me and Howard had work to do.
Mm-hmm. Just kill his ass.
We got down to where the leaders hang out,
There he
and
is.
sure enough they were having their water cooler talk right in front of the coveted Bobby Flay recipe card. Two elites and Mr. Malforius, who would turn out to be someone I should not have dealt with. I learned
See, he's not easy to kill because he puts a dot on you and he also casts shadow bolts that do like 1,000 damage. Like that guy is no joke.
from Howard's Uncle Fred and Guzu's stream that using a pocket nuke to pull a pack lets you split them up later, and since it went so well for him I figured what's the worst that could happen.
Oh.
To my surprise the split pull seemed to work as the other two started running back. Until I touched
doesn't
their
matter.
butt buddy, and classic WoW code had them running back to me to the point where they now never de-aggroed, and I'm not proud of what I ended up having to do.
Sorry, Howard. It's just the way it is. Guys, that's just the way it is. Yeah, he loses the world buffs. That sucks.
So I decided to split pull and kill the bottom bitch bodyguards first, and this worked like a charm.
Okay, smart. Got one. Got two.
Then it was just me and Firecrotch Malfoy, and while I thought this would be a walk in the park, it turns out this particular park knows how to polymorph.
Just
For
line
20
it. Line of
seconds
sight.
as I was forced to
Just line
watch
of sight,
Howard
line of
fight
sight,
against
line of
the
sight,
boss
bro,
elite
line of
who
sight.
I was learning could also
Line of sight,
bubble
bro.
himself.
Line of sight.
The plan was now to make like a fart and blow this shithole, but I didn't want another Howard homicide on my hands.
Yeah,
so
get them
I ran
heels
back
out.
to heal him, only to unwillingly become a small lamb again until he was dead and I
Jesus.
was in trouble.
He's a sheep?
I now had a plan for the polys
still
where
line
I
it.
would just play peekaboo when he casted them,
Bro,
but
there it
even with the
is. There it
evolution of
is.
my
See, he
strategy-
knows, man. How is it that this guy just knows what to do this early? He is that guy.
He was
he learned,
abusing
yeah.
my poor pig too hard.
Bro,
and
people played the game 15 years, still died to this. 20 years, still died to this.
just didn't have the resources to survive the fight. At one point I tried letting him beat up on me for a bit, but I quickly learned that one
Yeah,
single dot would do half my
does.
health,
It's
and
insane.
I ended up having
Yeah.
to pot when he put a second on me. I probably should have left, but I had one more plan to use his own polymorph bullshit against him.
How's that? There you go. There you go, big dick. He good. He's good. Oh. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. What a wizard. That was smart, it was. Holy shit. What happened? He got aggro on him, and because Maltorius polymorphs his second
after 30
target...
minutes and over 10 attempts of this deadly pull, Howard and I slayed in front of a cheering section, grabbed that shitter's head, and thanks to our commitment, the dankest loaded tots would be served on someone's table tonight. But I had to take a break from being a sweat before I died of dehydration.
So he targets his second on aggro, and he polymorphs them. So if he uses distracting shot, he won't get polyed, but the pet will.
So I told Miss
because the
Tinkle
pet's now
Sprinkle
second on
Goblin
aggro.
that I would accept her triple dog dare to skinny dip in a hinterlands pond and get her some good kush from the bottom.
Ooh.
In
That's an
return,
easy
she
quest.
said her big step bro would hook me up, to which he was like, have some of my
Fabulous noggin fogger elixir.
After a quick Google search on if this would kill me,
Does it
I
kill you?
deep-throated
Yeah,
it only
smart.
to be turned into the sexiest skeleton where I could run
Wow.
ride Rebecca and dance while looking hard as fuck.
Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down your spine.
Needless to say, I bought a Costco quantity of those bitches. But then word got out of me teabagging Draco Malforius like a Giga Chad, so my pack made in Iron Forge was all like,
Ogdinka Vajara has sent out a call for seasoned hunters such as yourself.
I meet the deformed penguin who told me he needed deer antlers that would have a drop rate so low I will one day tell my
Oh, bro, like it could be that giant. One of the giants that
kids
spawn
about it
here.
on holidays, and then he was like, dope, now ride down to the beach where there will be these
forgot there were
endangered
hydras.
three-headed Charizards, and I hope to God your Tinder profile wasn't lying about you liking long walks on the beach, because that's all you will be doing while looking for these spawns, but it was all worth because the chain
Jesus.
quest rewards were worthy of ejaculation, and all I needed to do was slay some Drake and its simp in a temple that sunk into the ground. I knew dungeons at this level are where
Sunken temple. That is no joke.
people get one shot, so I needed to find a few
that's no
serious
joke.
gamers to keep me alive.
Thanks for the usual, Oz. Oh no. Oh no.
I didn't know what powers or dangers the Drakes
Oh,
would bring, but by the looks of
jeez.
this group, I was betting on us.
Wait, are we really gonna walk
Oh,
the whole way?
Yes.
Somebody is saying yes. He said,
Shut up.
Turns out this dungeon is just like 6 million circular hallways in a maze with big packs where I was mouse clicking my abilities just to trigger the streamers watching this, but all is good because I was top dog and the run was smooth.
dude, he's doing good damage. Holy fuck.
Wait! Don't click the statue.
Why? Just do
We
it.
ran into some snake puzzle straight out of Zelda where apparently you have to jerk off these statues in a particular order, or I'm told you just flat out go back to Elwyn.
Yeah, I forgot about this. Oh wow.
This then spawns an angry orange muscle
Oh,
fuck who
yeah, the
so
cocksucker
kindly
at the
gave me
bottom.
a pair of dank cufflinks.
Those are really good
Then
bracers.
we made it to the main lobby, and while my group was trying to deal with the accidental double pull they just made, I was focused on that hole and thinking about where it goes.
Oh, we know where it goes.
Expect? You're just saying it because of this. Okay, like... Oh! You're fucking...
Some dude who self-identifies
Yep.
as a prophet was next,
It's the best fucking clip.
and apparently he mind controls, but we started the pull. I walked over to
Yeah,
my
he's really
assigned
strong.
spot, and by the time I started warming up my Legolas charades act, he was already dead. His butt buddy gave us
Damn.
a kilt, and I was starting to think this whole place was an easy joke.
Does
but
it
they
get
warned
harder?
Me the last dragon is a level 60 killer. We get there and they are just writing novels about all the shit Howard has to do if the tank takes a nap, blah blah blah. The healer was telling
So
me
I bet they're probably gonna make sure the pet's second on aggro. Maybe that's what they'll
not
do.
to feign if this level 60 killing Drake targets me, but not
Video of
knowing
it?
this
Yeah, I
fight,
saw the video.
decided I would trust his call if it came down to that, but things didn't exactly go to plan.
Oh, he's Oh fuck! Run! Back up! Oh fuck!
Damn. Died a level 57 rogue to Acranius there? Yeah, Acranius is really hard, man. It is. We'll watch one more tomorrow. We will. I want to make sure that I keep up with these guys. I know there's a lot that I've missed out on. And we know that he didn't die. Everybody knows he didn't die. At least not in that episode. So yeah, don't worry about it. We'll watch another one. There's a video. These are so fucking good. These are amazing. I can't believe... I guess, like, I mean, people said Rav played WoW before. So it's not like it's like just a totally new player doing this, but it's just crazy how somebody that doesn't even really normally play WoW is able to figure out the mechanics of the game in ways that new players, or sorry, people that play the game 15 years still haven't done it. I don't know how that's even possible, man.